In addition to his veterinary skills, Dr. Norman Guilloud is well known for his giving nature.
We're in the catheterization lab at Honorees Medical Center in Flemington, New Jersey. This wing didn't exist until a few years ago when we read an article in the paper said that there was a problem here at this hospital that they could not place stents into people unless it was an emergency. And so Denise and I decided to give the money to build this wing.
Guilloud grew up working with animals on his family's farm near the small town of Pottsboro, Texas.
I became very interested in 4-H and later in FFA. My father allowed me to have hogs and cattle, which paid for my schooling later. We kind of like lived off the land. We canned everything in sight. If my mother saw you not moving too much, she might put you in a can because we're going to eat that food during the winter. It was a very simple life.
He decided to pursue a career in veterinary medicine at only 12 years old.
The day that really caused me to want to do this, really to become a veterinarian, was I was about 12 years old, and I had a favorite hog that developed a foreign body in the larynx. And Dr. Porter came. I went in the house crying, and in 15 minutes they came and got me and said, "Your pig's good." What happened? Alligator forceps pulled the potato out of her throat, and she's okay. So I decided that day that's what I want to do, and I never lost sight of it.
Choosing to earn his Doctor of Veterinary Medicine at Texas A&M was an easy decision for Guilloud, who went on to graduate in 1960.
I chose Texas A&M University because of its reputation, because of the fact that it was an in-state school, because of the fact that my brothers had gone there and gotten mechanical engineering degrees, because it was only 360 miles away, and I could hitchhike all the way. So it was the greatest choice I ever made, because I think Texas A&M Veterinary School was and is the best.
Guilloud's career took a sudden turn when he received his draft notice and began a career in research and laboratory animal medicine with the United States Army.
The draft notice then puts me into a situation that's completely foreign to me, because this is supporting research investigators to study, to improve, to do various improvements to the human being. So one thing led to another. I was stationed at Walter Reed Army Institute of Research in D.C. I worked with non-human primates as well as other laboratory animals. I was called by the Yerkes Regional Primate Research Center at Emory University, said we need our first veterinarian. There I was faced with 76 chimps, 16 gorillas, 32 orangutans, and 400 monkeys. I've not even unpacked yet. In fact, we're unloading the van. They call me from the Yerkes Primate Center, and they say, "I know you're not on duty yet, but we need you." So I dropped what I was doing. I went out there and I found a couple of gorillas that had partial paralysis. I called the Communicable Disease Center, talked to 2 physicians there, asked them to come down and help me, which they did immediately. So we together diagnosed paralytic poliomyelitis in non-human primates. This was the first case ever recorded of this disease in non-human primates.
Guilloud and his wife Denise live on a farm near Stockton, New Jersey, where he continues to share his knowledge and experience in the field of laboratory animal medicine.
I I was very surprised and elated, of course, to having this, but it's great. I love it, and I thank the university very much for recognizing me.